I switched lives with my twin brother, and he didn't want to switch back. I never thought pretending to be someone else would go this far, but when your identical twin brother begs you to trade places for just one day, you don't really expect your life to unravel. My name's Dylan, and my brother Jake, well, let's just say this story is more his fault than mine. It started with a phone call at 6:45 a.m. Jake was panicking. He'd gotten in some kind of trouble at work, and if he didn't show up looking sharp and confident at this big investor meeting, he could lose his job. He needed someone who looked exactly like him, so me. I'm a barista and freelance photographer. No suits, no office politics. I said no at first, but he begged, said it'd be for one day and he'd cover my shifts for the week. I should have asked more questions. He coached me fast, how to walk like him, how to nod like him, and how to avoid his boss. I showed up that morning, palms sweating in his suit, and somehow it worked. Nobody questioned it. I even got a weird compliment from a coworker I didn't recognize, something like, "You're in a good mood today, Jake." Then came the meeting. Apparently Jake was pitching a new product line for his company. I had no idea what I was talking about, so I just nodded, kept it vague, and stole words I remembered from tech blogs. Strangely, the investors liked me. They said I had a fresh energy. At the end of the day, I called Jake to say we pulled it off. I expected him to be relieved, but instead he hesitated and said, "Actually, can you go in again tomorrow?" That was the first red flag. One day turned into 3, then a week. Jake kept making excuses. He said I was doing better at his job than he ever did, that people liked me. Meanwhile, he was flaking on my shifts and ignoring my texts. When I finally tracked him down, I found out the truth. He had quit his job the morning I first stepped in. He was never planning to go back. He wanted out of the corporate grind, and thought if I took his place and succeeded, it would buy him time to figure out his next move. The only problem, now, I had built relationships, earned trust, and taken responsibility under his name. It felt like my life was no longer mine. The boss called me Jake. I was invited to dinners, meetings, even drinks after work. I wanted to confess, but I knew if I did, Jake would be humiliated, and I might be charged with fraud. Every day I got deeper into the lie. I started dreaming as Jake. I started forgetting who I even was. Eventually, the choice came. Do I come clean or keep living this other life? So I made a decision. I quit. Not as Jake, but as Dylan. I told Jake it was over. He could pick up the pieces of the mess he made or face the consequences. He begged me to reconsider, said I was better at being him than he ever was, but that was exactly the problem. I didn't want to be someone else. I just wanted to be me again. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd stayed. Would I have become a better version of Jake than Jake himself? But then I remember, it's not about being better than someone else. It's about being honest with yourself. What do you think? Was I wrong to walk away from the success I accidentally built under someone else's name?